Good morning, first grade. Welcome back to math. Today, in our lesson, we are going to be learning about identifying polygons. So we're going to learn what a polygon is today and how to identify it. For class today, you're going to need a couple of different things. You will need your class fact practice, you will need your lesson worksheet, and you will need your guided class practice. So you'll need all three of those sheets. You will also need to have out a green, orange, and blue crayon. Green, orange, and blue. So please go ahead and make sure that you have those things. Once you have all those items, you are welcome to make sure that you are on play, and we're going to get started. Today what we are going to do is we're going to first go through our facts. So what I'd like you to do is please make sure that your name is on your paper. And then after your name is on your paper, we are going to go ahead and work through this side. Now, you have to do parts A and part B. I'm going to be giving you 2 minutes to do as many of them as you can. But before that, I thought we should do a couple together. First, the one I wanted to do together is 2 plus 8. What is 2 plus 8? Well, it's really easy for me to start at 8 and then just count forward 2 more spots. 8 and 2 more makes 10. Well, remember, that's an important one because we always want to know our groups of 10, don't we? So we have 2 plus 8 is 10. And then let's go ahead and do 2 plus 9. Starting at 9 and going 2 more. 9, 10, 11. And then let's do one of these at the bottom together. 4 plus what is 6? There are 2 different ways you can do this. You can start at 4 and count forward until you get to 6. Or you can start at 6 and count backwards, and whatever you left is what your answer is. So first let's do 4 plus something is 6. Let's start at 4 and count until we get to 6. 4, 5, 6. How many did we have to draw to get a total of 6? Here's our 4. 4 and 2 more made how many? 6. So my answer was 2. Let's go ahead and do the next one, 2 plus 10. Remember, we could start at 2, and then we could keep counting until we get to 10. Or we can start at 10, and we can count back 2 spots. So let's do that. 10, we have to go backwards, 9, 8. 2 plus 8 equals 10. And if you don't trust that, then you can go ahead and draw it all out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many dots did you just make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 plus 8 does equal 10. You can do that on these other guys as well. All right, friends, you're going to have 2 minutes to do as many as you can. Ready? Go. All right, first grade, now that you have as much done as you could do in those 2 minutes, let's go ahead and check our work. So remember, your pencils are down. Just like we practiced yesterday morning, pencils down. No more pencil for right now. Put it away. Go ahead and grab out that one of those crayons or colored pencils that you have around. One of the crayons that you have for our lesson later, you can go ahead and use for this as well. Remember, if my answer is correct, I'm just going to go ahead and put a little dot next to it. If I get one wrong, I'm not erasing it, I'm leaving it. And I'll just put the correct answer right next to it. So today we're going to go straight down with giving out our answers. We'll go up with 3 columns. Here we go. 1 plus 2 equals 3. Remember, if you need to write these little dots to help you to count, you can. If you need linking cubes, you can use those too, or anything else you have lying around the house. You could grab out forks. You could grab out spoons, only if your parents gave you permission. But those are other ideas of things you could use. 2 plus 2 is 4. More. 6 plus 2. Start at 6. Count 2 more. 6, 7, 8. We already did 2 plus 8 is 10. 9 plus 2. Remember, that's the same thing as 2 plus 9. Remember, all we did was switch around our add-ins. So that's going to also be 11, isn't it? 2 plus 3 is 5. 2 plus 1 is 3. Next column. 2 plus 4 is 6. 5 plus 2 is 7. 2 plus 0 is 2. 4 plus 2 is 6. 2 plus 5 is 7. I hope you're saying these with me because the more you say them out loud, the easier it is for them to stick in your brain. 0 plus 2 is 2. And 2 plus 7 is 9. Last row here. 7 plus 2 is 9. We already did 2 plus 9 is 11. 3 plus 2 is 5. 2 plus 1 is 3. 8 plus 2 is 10. 2 plus 6 is 8. And 2 plus 2 is 4. More. Now we have to look at the bottom. We already did these first two together. 2 plus what is 3? Well, start at 2 and count till you get to 3. 2, 3. How many dots did I need to make? Just 1. Something plus 2 equals 8. Well, I can start at 2 and I can count till I get to 8. Or I can start at 8 and go backwards. You could make yourself a number line if you wanted. Or you could use your folder to help you out. Okay, so here's how else you could do it. Start at 2 and count till you get to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many spots did I move? I moved 6 spots. Nice. Something plus 2 is 9. Remember I said we can always start at the answer and we can go backwards. How many spots? 2. Start here and go back 2. 1, 2. And that gave you 7. Don't believe me? Start at 7 and count 2 more. 7, 8, 9. Okay, last one. Something plus 2 equals 5. Let's start at 2 and count how many more spaces until we get to here. We need to end up here. We're starting at 2. 1, 2, 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. If you need to test it out, here's 3, there's 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that did give me my answer. Nice. So hopefully you've learned a lot of different ways that you can practice your work if you need to use those tools as you're getting better at memorizing them. Go ahead and make sure, please, that your name is on the back side so that you don't forget later. Okay, make sure your name's on the back side. Read the answers to someone, write the answers, and then ask someone to go ahead and check over your work. If something is wrong, have them erase it, or have you go ahead and you erase it and redo the problem. Feel free to use any of these tricks that I showed you this morning on the front side. All right, let's go ahead and take that sheet and put it to the side for right now. Today what we're doing is we're taking a look at polygons. We want to take a look at polygons. And so when we look at polygons, we need to understand that a polygon is going to be a shape that has straight sides. A polygon is also not only going to have straight sides, but all the sides are going to meet. So I'm going to flip this over to the back side so that I can do some demonstrating for you this morning. What shape is this? hopefully you can see that that is a square. Okay? Just making it dark so you guys can see it. Okay? And what is that shape? We know that that is a rectangle. And what about that shape? What's that? We know that is a triangle. Okay, what about this? What shape is that? We know that that shape is a circle. Now, hopefully you noticed that these three all had sides that were straight and all of the sides connected, at least as best they could be with our free hands, right? All the sides were connected and the sides were straight sides. The circle does not have that. So that when you have a shape that the sides are straight and they all connect together, we say that those are polygons. Okay, those are called polygons. A polygon does not care how many sides there are. There obviously has to be at least three, but it doesn't care how many sides there are. But it cannot have anything that's curved. So a circle is not a polygon. Take a look at this. Is that a polygon? It has straight sides. It's not a polygon. Well, how come? See how this spot doesn't connect? These two pieces don't connect together? It means it can't be a polygon. What about this? An ice cream cone. Is that a polygon? No. We started off okay here, didn't we? But then we have that curve at the top, and the curve at the top makes it not a polygon. What about this? Is that a polygon? Yes, it is. That is definitely a polygon. How about this? Is that a polygon? Yes, it is. The sides are straight. It doesn't matter that they're slanted. The sides are straight. All of the sides all come together. So that is definitely a polygon. I want you to be looking at the front side because what I have for you is a little job, a little project. You're going to be given 4 minutes. And you'll be given a 4-minute timer in a second, so don't worry about knowing how long your 4 minutes is. You're going to have a timer, and you're going to have 4 minutes, and your job is going to be to go around your house and find things that are real-life polygons. So for me, sitting in the classroom, I noticed that a polygon that's a rectangle is the tables. Okay, so I could draw the table. I could say that an example of a circle, see behind me, is the clock. Maybe you guys have a clock in your house that looks like this too. Okay, and maybe you're going to put it for 3 o'clock. Okay, you can do that. Look to see if you can find an example of a triangle. See if you can find a square. Maybe you see a square. Now, bear with me for a second. Let me fix this rectangle a little bit. Maybe you have a filing cabinet sitting at your house. Now, this could count for both, couldn't it? Your filing cabinet would be a rectangle. But what about this? This drawer is in the shape of a square. So you actually have 2 squares that would pull out and together you would have a rectangle. Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna look around your house, look around your room, look in your kitchen, see what you can find that would be in the shape of polygons. You have 4 minutes. And when your 4 minutes is done, we will come back together. On your mark, get set, go. hopefully by now you've had a chance to take a look around your house and have found some really cool things to share and to put on your worksheet. You are going to need this sheet again for lesson 19. So it's going to be really important that right now, while you're still thinking about it, take this worksheet, please, and put it in your red folder. Where are you putting it? Your red folder. This sheet, right here, put it in your red folder. Do it right now. And then come right back because we have some work to do. Let's go through our guided class practice together. So go ahead, please, and make sure that you put your name on your paper. And the date today is September 30th, 2020. And here's where we said we needed to have the green, the orange, and the blue. So if you do not have green, orange, and blue out, go get it right now. Green, orange, blue. You could have chosen colored pencils or crayons, but remember we don't use marker for these math worksheets because they're too thin. So you can see I have my green, orange, and blue. Make sure you also have green, orange, and blue. We're going to get started with number 1, friends. Number 1 says, Fran read 6 pages in her book before dinner. After dinner, she read 6 more pages. How many pages did she read altogether? What type of story problem is this? Well, we want to first reread so that we now can get all of our information. We want to know altogether how much she read. So as we read and find out how much she read before and after dinner, we're going to underline or box how many pages that was to help us out. Fran read 6 pages in her book before dinner. After dinner, she read 6 more pages. How many pages did she read altogether? The word altogether means the same thing as total, combined. Okay, so we want to know how many total pages she read. First of all, was this a some more, or a some went away? Did we get rid of pages? No, we added pages. So we have to circle some more. And then what I want you to do, because you guys are so capable, is I want you to start writing that number sentence. 6 pages plus 6 pages equals how many total pages? What's 6 plus 6? It's a double, you know. 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 pages all together. Now, if you are still writing that, you go ahead, you can pause, and when you're done, come back. We also need to make sure that we have our days of the week graph that we made yesterday all together in class. Now, some of my friends weren't with me yesterday for class, which made me really sad because I couldn't put your information in. So if you have your favorite days of the week graph and you have that all filled in, then we can go ahead and we can fill in the information that we have already. So it says, how many children chose Sunday? So we have to look at Sunday, and I'm looking at my big graph here, and I see 1, 2. 2 children chose Sunday. So I'm going to go ahead and write a 2. Then it says, how many more children chose Saturday than Monday? So we need to know how many chose Saturday and how many chose Monday. Well, Saturday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We had 8 children that chose Saturday. I'm just going to put it right above so I don't forget. And then Monday. Go ahead and look at Monday. 1, 2. I had 2 children that chose Monday. So I want to know how many more children chose Saturday than Monday. So what I can do is I can get rid of 2 off of Saturday, and the amount that's left over is how many more chose Saturday than Monday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to say 6. 8 minus 2, okay? I started at 8. Started with 8, and there were 2 that had chosen Monday. So those canceled out, and what's up here was what I had left to count up. Then it says, how many children chose a weekday? Remember, a weekday, that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Those are the weekdays. So look at your graph and count up how many children total chose Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 children total chose a weekday. They chose Monday through Friday as their favorite. Okay, next, we have to continue our pattern. So because I need to use color, I'm going to actually use my black for right now so that we can see the difference. We have to first continue the pattern, and then we have to color. So first continue the pattern. Triangle is A, rectangle is B, and then since we have squares, those are both C. So we have an A, B, C, C pattern. A, B, C, C. So now I just have to fill the shapes in as they match. Triangle, rectangle, square, and square. All right, now that we have that done, now we can go ahead and we can do our coloring. It says color the triangles green. So grab out your green crayon or colored pencil, and all of the triangles I need to color green. Not just the ones that I did, not just the ones that were already there for me. To color all the triangles green. There were only 3 of them to color, weren't there? Color the rectangles orange. Color the rectangles orange. So these are your rectangles. It's those B shapes, right? So color the rectangles in orange. Make sure you don't color a square in because a square is not the same as a rectangle. Okay, so I have my rectangles colored in orange. And then I have my blue, and it says color the squares blue. Maybe you use a deeper blue. The one I was able to grab was a sky blue. Thanks for not using marker though, because the marker just bleeds right through this paper. And we want to be able to read what you have going on the back side for your homework. Okay, when you're done with those 3, you won't need them again for the rest of your lesson, so you can set those to the side. Number 4, it says circle the smallest number. Not a smaller number, the smallest. The smallest one of all 3. 24, 25, I'm sorry, let me try again. 24, 35, 21. Which is the smallest number out of all of those? Hopefully you circled 21. Okay, number 5, write these numbers, and then we have to circle the odd number. So first we have to write, then we have to circle the odd number. 31. How am I going to write 31? 3, 1, 31. And how about 14? Did you hear 4 in 14? And remember that teen means a group of 10. So I have to put the 1 in front. So I have 14. Now, which of those is the odd number? 31 or 14? Remember that an odd number is going to end in 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9. Which of these ends in 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9? 31 does. Remember, it's that end number that counts. So go ahead and circle 31. Today, we don't have to worry about making the clock. It wants us to know, first of all, what time the clock says. So what time does that clock say? Remember that it's up at the 12, so that means o'clock. And my hour hand is at the 5. So it is 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. Now it says, what time was it 1 hour ago? So now I can't go forward. A go means I have to go backwards. So if I go backwards an hour, what time was it? Before 5 comes 4. So it'd be 4 o'clock. Nice job. Okay, first grade, for your homework, you are responsible for name and your date. Remember, it's September 30th, 2020. Then you're responsible for going through this side of the sheet. Please remember yellow, green, and orange for the back. Circle the number, write the number, and circle the odd number. Remember your odd numbers: 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. What time the clock shows and what time was it an hour ago, going backwards an hour. All right. When you are done with this sheet, please take this sheet as well as your fact sheet and put it in your yellow folder. Please make sure that your lesson worksheet is in your red folder for math so that we can have it for tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day.